The GME Gamestop meme coin on Ethereum is rising from one high to the next, more than doubled in the last week. And this is not because a lot of retail investors are buying in, it's because there is one whale specifically that's pumping up the token consistently. Now let's have a look at the on-chain data. Let's try to figure out how much longer this rally can last. Let's see what's actually behind all of this. So we are currently at 0.1 cents. We are up 15% today, 117% this week, and more than 5x this month alone. Now it's important to differentiate here. There are several GME tokens. So you can't just search for GameStop or for GME or for GameStop coin. You have to plug in the right token address that starts with C56C. Now this rally is actually no surprise to us. We track the whale that's pumping up that coin in premium. So this channel has its own paid community, and we see here that the Pepecoin/based AI team is dollar cost averaging into GME, and that's happening since the beginning of June of this year. It started off slow with only $3,000 or $7,000 per purchase, but now it's accelerating. We've got purchases of $15,000, $18,000, even $77,000. And it continues and continues and continues. And the most recent purchase happened 24 hours ago, again for 12K. And so we're discussing this actively in the community, right? If you're actively trading meme coins and you don't have a community that's using on-chain data, then again, feel free to check out Premium. Because the whale that's currently pumping up GME also pumped up Book of Ethereum. And we got the signal over here. So on chain, we've got 5,900 holders of the GameStop token. And yes, since September of this year, the number of retail investors is somewhat growing. So this is now the number of wallets with at least 10 million tokens, which is at the current price roughly $1,000 worth of the token. We also see growth across medium retail, so that's now the wallets between $1,000 and $10,000. But the number of whales is not necessarily growing. But what's really pushing the price is this one whale that continues dollar cost averaging in, and we get that notification pretty much daily. Now nobody pumps a token in order to not take profit at some point. When might that profit taking happen? Probably when attention is very high, because it takes exit liquidity in order to make profits. Now what we see here on the left is the number of daily buyers and sellers. And yes, this is now growing with the increasing price, but we are still relatively low. So I actually expect this video to not perform that well. So far, attention is low. Once there's another doubling and tripling and quadrupling of the price, that's when attention is high. And when I then do this follow-up video saying, here, look at this video when I talked about this back in the days, that's when everybody will be watching. But that's unfortunately also relatively late, potentially. So it's all about being early, right? Feel free to subscribe. I try to publish videos on coins when we are still relatively early. Now it looks like the selling by the current holders is relatively balanced. We don't see a massive overhang of buyers or sellers over time, which is healthy. So despite the rally, we don't see that much sell pressure. Now, if you want to learn more about this whale, he's known among Twitter users as FBB4. We are tracking 13 of his wallets. And we've got a tutorial course on how to find wallets like this. Now the issue is we aren't mind readers, right? We can't look into this whale's brain and we don't know when he will dump the token. Currently he's still accumulating, and I believe this probably will continue for as long as retail continues buying. And so with an appreciating price and with appreciated trading volume comes more attention by retail, and that's then the exit liquidity. And it appears as if we are just starting out with generating attention. So this is now the number of wallets that have $100 worth of GME. It's currently still just slightly above 3,000. We can easily double and triple even in the number of holders. Then of course the price goes up even more than that. Because that's how crypto works, right? Crypto has a levered effect on the price. If only 10% of new capital flows into a token, the price can easily go up by 20, 30, 40% depending on liquidity. So currently everything still looks very healthy. The whale continues buying. If you're heavily invested in GME, then I very much recommend you to follow his wallets very, very closely. If you got something out of this video, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. See you on Premium or see you in the next video. Cheers!